Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's the Cooking Nurse, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing a video on how I make like one of the most consumed meal sources in my homestead, and that is beans. So let's get into it. I have my pre-cooked beans. I usually cook a big batch and freeze, so these ones have been defrosting for about an hour. I have some garden plants, I have some capsicum, some tomatoes, red onion, I have some dania, and then half a zucchini, and then I have these more garden plants. Then also I'll be using unsalted butter, the Lato unsalted butter. You can use oil if you want. Yeah, so on my hot pot I'm just going to go in with about a tablespoon of butter, and then I'll let that melt away because butter is a little bit more fragrant. It's like traditionally, or me growing up, my grandmom used to use ghee, so I feel like butter is a very good replacement now. And then I'll just go in with some chopped garlic and let it fry in the butter until fragrant, and then I'll add in my chopped onions. Give these a mix and let them to cook on medium heat until they are translucent and the aroma is to die for. And like I said, you can just use cooking oil if you don't have butter, so don't feel too much pressure to actually use a butter. Or you can also use just tomatoes and yeah, just have your bean stew and fried. So I'll just go in with my chopped bell peppers because I want everything now like to come out and give me its best. So what I do, I just first fry these ones before I rush into making the stew, and then they'll release some color, they'll raise the fragrance and all the flavors, and then I'll go in with my vegetables. So I first add in my eggplants because I don't want them to be raw by the time the beans are done, and remember the beans are already like pre-cooked. So add in my garden plants, and then I'll mix these together. They tap on the hotness of butter when it's still fresh, so they suck up some good flavor. Yeah, also if you want to make eggplants as a sauce, this should like help. You can just do like this, and then at a much later stage, after adding in the tomatoes, add some water and serve, and it's good to go. So I'm going in with my tomatoes, my chopped tomatoes. You can, peel them and have them skinless. You can do anything, be creative. So I'm using these seasoning cubes. They are Royco cubes, beef flavor, and I'll add in some little salt. That is going to help me cook down the tomatoes, and then I'll add in almost a pinch of paprika, smoked paprika, and a drizzle of some black pepper. So I'll just mix this together, and as you can see, the eggplants or garden plants are almost like ready. So I'll not take long trying to actually get them ready, as opposed to first making the beans and then like add them later on. They become more chewy, they become like they just fell from wherever, and now they don't have any fragrance in them. I don't want that one. So if you can tell, this is good. Just add in a little water and you have your sauce for eggplants. Yeah, but the goal today is to make beans, so let's continue going. Now that my tomatoes are mushy, well seasoned, and remember the beans are pre-cooked with some salt, that's why I didn't put a lot of salt. So you also have to keep in check, like make sure the salt that you have is what you actually would manage or prefer. So I'll go in with my beans. These ones have like defrosted completely, and I'll just mix up everything. They are not like completely so warm because I don't put my frozen foods in the microwave. Usually I give them time, and like I remove from the freezer about an hour or so before prep time. So mix everything together here and then cover a little bit, but then I added in some little water for some stew, and then I'm going to be using this cooking stick that has a bit of a bottom to mash the beans, because if you can see, they are really like separate, and I don't like plain soup alone and then the beans alone. So I'll just pass it in and try to mash around so that I get some thick situation going on with my beans. And then when that is done, I'm just going to go in with my diced zucchini because I had it and I also love it. I don't want it so cooked, so I want it a bit chewy and not so cooked, raw-ish. So that's why I add it towards the end. I'm just going to mix it up and maybe boil for a little bit, like 3 minutes, and then I'll add in my chopped dhania, and voila, the bean stew is done. This can be served with ugali, can be served with chapati. Actually, I serve this one with chapati. You can serve with rice, anything. Beans are really a staple here. So I just hope this video was helpful, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Please subscribe if you haven't. Bye.